Om Shanti, 22nd April 2024, Sakar Murli, Essence. Sweet children, the bestower of salvation for all is the one Father. No one else can do altruistic service like the Father. Question: which effort does the Father have to make in order to establish the new world? Answer: he makes the effort to make souls who are sinners like Ajamil into worthy of worship deities like Lakshmi and Narayan. The Father makes effort to make you children into deities. All the rest of the souls go back to the land of peace. Each one of you has to settle your karmic accounts because worthy and become worthy and go back home. Song: take us away from this land of sin to a place of rest and comfort. Om Shanti. You are sweetest spiritual children. You heard the song? Your children know that this is a world of sin and that the new world is a world of charity. There is no sin there. That is the kingdom of Rama and this is the kingdom of Ravan. Everyone is impure and unhappy in this kingdom of Ravan, and this is why they are calling out, O purifier, come and purify us. Those of all religions call out, O God, O Father, come and liberate us. Become our guide. That means that when the Father comes, he takes all souls of all the religions and that are in the world back with him. At this time, all are in the kingdom of Ravan. He takes those of all religions back to the land of peace. Everyone has to be destroyed. The Father comes here and makes you children worthy of the land of happiness. He benefits everyone. This is why that one is called the bestower of salvation, the benefactor of all. The Father says you now have to return home. Those of all religions have to go to the land of silence, the land of nirvana beyond sound, where all souls reside in silence. The unlimited Father, who is the Creator, comes and gives everyone liberation and liberation in life. So, praise should be sung of that one God, the Father. The one who comes and serves everyone should be remembered. The Father himself explains, I am the resident of the supreme abode, the faraway land. The original eternal deity religion that existed at the very beginning no longer exists. And this is why people call out of me. I come and take all of your children back home. There is no Hindu religion. In fact, it is really the deity religion. But because they are not pure, they call themselves Hindu instead of deities. No one establishes the Hindu religion. The Gita is the jewel of all scriptures. It is spoken by God. Only the one is called God, God the Father. Sri Krishna and Lakshmi and Narayan cannot be called the God Father, or the purifier. They are the king and queen. Who made them like that? The Father. The Father first of all creates the new world and this is one. And this one becomes the master of that. How did he become that? No human being knows this. Very wealthy people build big temples. You should ask them, how did they claim the kingdom of that world? How did they become the masters? No one will be able to tell you. What actions did they perform that they received such fruit? The Father now explains, you have forgotten your own religion. Because of not knowing the original eternal deity religion, everyone has been converted into other religions. They will now return to their own religion. Those who belong to the original eternal deity world religion will come back to their own religion. Those who belong to the Christian religion will once again go back into the Christian religion. The sapling of the original eternal deity religion is being planted. Whatever religion everyone belongs to, they have to go back to it. This is a tree and it has 3 tubes, and then expansion takes place from it. No one else can give you this knowledge. The Father now says, You have to come back into your own religion. Some say, I am going to go to the sannyas religion. I am a follower of Ramakrishna Parahans. They are those of the path of isolation, whereas you belong to the family path. How can those of the household path become followers of those of the path of isolation? At first, you were pure on the family path. Then you become impure through Ravan. The father explains these things. You belong to the household ashram. You had to perform devotion. The father comes and gives you salvation as the fruit of your devotion. It is said religion is might. The father establishes religion. You become the masters of the whole world. You receive so much might from the father. Only the one Almighty Authority Father comes and grants everyone salvation. No one else can give salvation or receive salvation. Expansion continues to take place here. No one can return home. The Father says, I am the servant of those of all religions. I come and grant salvation to everyone. The Golden Age is referred to as salvation. Liberation is in the land of peace. So, which is the greatest of all? The Father says, O souls, all of you are brothers. All of you receive the inheritance from Father. I come and make everyone worthy of going back to their own section. If souls don't become worthy, they have to receive punishment. They have to settle their karmic accounts and then they can return home. That is the land of peace and the other is the land of happiness. The Father says, I come and establish the new world. You have to make effort for that. I come and make the souls who are complete sinners like Ajamil into deities. Ever since you went onto the path of sin, you continued to come down the ladder. This ladder of 84 births is for coming down. From Sato Pradhan, you go through the stages of Sato, Raju, and Tamo, and this is now the confluence age. The Father says, I only come once. I do not enter the body of Abraham or Buddha. I only come at the most auspicious confluence age. It is now said, follow the Father. The Father says, all of you souls have to follow me alone. Constantly remember me alone, and your sins will be burnt away in the fire of yoga. This is called the fire of yoga. You are true Brahmins. You get off the fire of lust and sit on the fire of knowledge. Only the one Father explains all of this. Christ, Buddha, etc. all remember just the one. However, no one knows him accurately. You have now become theists. You have now come to know the Creator and the creation from the Father. Rishis and Munis all used to say Neti Neti, that is, we don't know. It is neither this nor that. Heaven is the land of truth, where there is no mention of sorrow. Here there is so much sorrow, the lifespans are also very short. The lifespans of the deities are long, they are pure yogis. Here there are impure bhogis, those who indulge in sensual pleasures. As you continue to come down the ladder, your lifespan becomes shorter. Ultimately, death also continues to take place. The Father makes you such that you will not become diseased for 21 births. So, you should claim your inheritance from such a Father. You souls should become very sensible. Baba is giving you such an inheritance that you won't experience any sorrow there. Your crying and shouting out will end all. All of you are actors. Souls shed bodies and take others. This too is in the drama. Baba explains to you the philosophy of action, neutral action and sinful action. The day and night of Brahma has been remembered. The day and night of Brahma are also the day and night of Brahmins. Your day is now about to come. They speak of Mahashivratri. The night of devotion is now ending. Knowledge is now dawning. It is now the confluence age. You are now once again becoming residents of heaven. You stumbled along in the dark night, wore out your foreheads and used of all your wealth. The father now says, I have come to take you to the land of peace and the land of happiness. You were residents of the land of happiness. While taking 84 births, you went into the land of sorrow and are now calling out again. Baba, come to this old world. This is not your world. You are now establishing your own world with the power of yoga. You now have to become doubly non-violent. Neither must you use the sword of lust, nor must you fight or quarrel. The father says, I come every 5,000 years. This cycle is 5,000 years, not hundreds of thousands of years. If it were hundreds of thousands of years, the population here would be very much larger. They continue to tell lies, and this is why the father says, I come every cycle. I too have a part in my I too have a part in the drama. I cannot do anything without having it in my part. I too am bound by the bond of the drama. I come at my accurate time, man mana bhava. However, no one knows the meaning of that. The father says, renounce all the religions of bodies. Constantly remember me alone, and you will all become pure again. You children continue to make effort to remember the Father. This is the world's spiritual university. There cannot be any other university like this one. God, the Father, comes here and changes the whole world. He changes it from hell to heaven, which you then rule. The Father now says, remember me and you will change from Tamopradhan to Satopradhan. This is Baba's lucky chariot that the Father enters. No one knows about the birth of Shiva. They simply say that God is beyond name and form. Oh, there cannot be anything in existence that is beyond name and form. They say that is the sky. Therefore, that is a name. Even though it is just empty space, that is what it is called. The Father's name is benefactor. Then he is given many names on the path of devotion. He is also called Babulnath, that is Lord of Thorns. He comes and liberates you from the sword of lust and makes you pure. Those of the path of isolation only believe the element of Brahma to be God, and they only remember that. They call themselves yogis who have yoga with the Brahma element or with the element of light. However, that is a place of residence which is called Brahmand. They consider Brahma to be God. They believe that they will merge into it, which means that they make souls perishable. The Father says, I alone come and grant everyone salvation. This is why the birth of Shiv Baba alone is worth diamonds, whereas the birth of everyone else is worth shells. Shiv Baba alone grants everyone salvation, and so he is like a diamond. He alone takes you into the golden age. Only the Father comes and teaches you this knowledge, through which you become deities. This knowledge will then disappear. Lakshmi and Narayan do not have any knowledge of the Creator or creation. You children heard the song. It says, take us to a place where there is peace and comfort. That is the land of peace. Then there is land of happiness. There is no untimely death there. The Father has come to take you children to that world of happiness and comfort. Cha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love and remembrance and good morning from the Mother, the Father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children too say namaste to spiritual father. Night class. Now both your sun and moon dynasties are being created again. No one else can know as much or become as pure as you do. When they hear that the Father has come, they will begin to remember him. You will see all of that as you progress further. Hundreds of thousands and millions will continue to understand this. The atmosphere will be such. Everyone will become hopeless in the war at the end. Everyone will be touched. Your sound will spread. Heaven is being established, but the death of everyone is also being prepared. However, that time will be such that there won't even be time to choke. As you progress further, many here will understand a great deal. It isn't that all of you, that is who exists now, will be here at that time. Some would even have died. Only those who were here in the previous cycle, that is at this time, will be here then. At that time, you will all be in the remembrance of the one Father. The noise will also be reduced. You will then just continue to consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. You will observe all of this as detached observers. There will continue to be many painful calamities. Everyone will come to know that destruction is now to take place and that the world is to change. Reason says that destruction will take place when the bombs are dropped. They now continue to say to one another, promise that you won't drop bombs. However, all of those things have been invented for destruction. You children should remain very happy. You know that the new world is being created. You understand that only the Father establishes the new world. There will be no mention of sorrow there. That is called paradise. Just as you have faith, as you progress further, many others will have faith in the same way too. What happens is that those who are to have an experience will have many experiences as they progress further. At the end, you will say on the pilgrimage of remembrance a great deal. There is now some time left still. If you don't make full effort, your status will be reduced. You receive a good status by making effort. At that time, your stage will be very good. You will also have visions. Destruction will take place again as it has every cycle. Those who have faith and have this knowledge of the cycle will remain happy. Cha, good night to the spiritual children. Essence for dharana. First, become doubly non-violent and change this hell into heaven with the power of yoga. Make effort to become Satopradhan from Tamopradhan. Second, follow the one Father fully. Become a true Brahmin and burn your sins away in the fire of yoga. Remove everyone from the fire of lust and make them sit on the fire of knowledge. Blessing, may you become an embodiment of success by serving with a stage that is altruistic and free from all sinful thoughts. The basis of attaining success in the service you do is to have a stage that is altruistic and free from sinful thoughts. Those who have this stage remain content and happy while doing services, and others too are content with them. In a gathering of service, many different situations arise, and there are many different opinions. But you must not become confused by the diversity. Do not think, whom should I listen to or whom should I not listen to? Take a decision while being altruistic and free from other thoughts, and no one will any waste thoughts and will become embodiments of success. Slogan. Now begin the service of transforming intellects by giving them sakash. Cha. Om Shanti.